crew is. I can get gritty, dirty, and abuse shit. This is my city, nigga, my music. Pumping hard, bitch dudes, how we do this. Fuck you niggas, we screaming loud, we the true is.
This is how I like the Dustin.
Play a song and fade out, we'll come in.
Freestyle King. Smoking on pressure, trying to maintain. Watching these haters, swerving in my lane. 2K21 flow, futuristic balls. Handwritten by an alien when I visit Mars. Shout out to my homies, still chasing cars. Hands out to my big dogs, real trap stars. Voice of the hood, in case you never heard of me. School of hard knocks off Allen University. Freshman year, Lonzo Ball, something to prove. Senior year, Heisman winner, making moves. 430 Barbara Road, we started smoking stress. Shit takes years, ain't no overnight success. Got that bar from Derrick Rose, undeniable. Dripping gray wolf clothing, so desirable. Smoking sex with Chris, used to be so lit. Every day, different toilet, same shit. Pressure bus price, lesson learned from my mama. 3 kids, single parent, so much drama. Daddy wasn't never home, I'm rolling stone. Before my teenage years, block was really grown. No advice given, did the shit on my own. Whatever don't kill me, made my hustle strong. Amazing stories from my projects. Getting money, the main subject. Getting out, the only object. Some fall victim to this game, top prospects. Amazing stories from my projects. Getting money, the main subject. Getting out, the only object. Some fall victim to this game, top prospects.
All right. We're gonna get started. Woo! You are tuned in to the greatest radio show in the universe, Mycitymymusic. All one word. Say it with chest. You gotta get enthusiasm. You gotta wake them up in the morning, afternoon at 12:07 p.m. in the beautiful city of St. Louis, Missouri. Coming to you live Overtime Studio. Live! Woo! My name is Justin King, and over there to our left we got...
You got your girl Gina Wade.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour...
Elliot Davis.
You're darn right he is. And Mr. Chef du jour over there.
How's it going? Happy anniversary to us. All right.
Yes, it is. And you got Big Phil in the building.
Get right into it.
I got to talk to my cameraman over there, but we're going to hop right into it. I know you're a busy man. This guy is he's not retired. Retirement is just a word. It's just a word. This man is moving and grooving. I want that energy you got.
We're trying.
Oh, man. Well, you're trying. You're not trying. You are doing. I see you out there just... You were your second stop today. You got 2 or 3 more?
I get around a little bit. Probably more than when I was working for Fox 2 News.
Yeah,
I've been retired from about a year now.
Yeah, a year, okay. Well, that's great, man. I love to see your.
He don't watch news, Mr. Elliot. He don't see.
I do.
I was there 45 years.
He didn't see the retirement. I watched the whole retirement.
Well, thank you.
I'm 40.
I appreciate it.
See, he's 45. I'm
not 45. I retired after 45 years of working.
See, right, and I'm 46. I've been watching you since I was 1 year old. 1 year old. I was your youngest fan, man.
I'm 73.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to that. That's beautiful.
I want to be able to get around just like you.
So I'm not that age. I show you I'm not 45. I don't claim that.
You don't look a day over 72.
Well, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
That.
You're darn right. We're getting back into it. So, Elliot, you were born in St. Louis, or where are you originally from? And how'd you get to, just basically your roots? And we'll get into that.
Well, I was born in St. Louis, right across from Puitigo Projects on Gamble Street. And went to Vashan High School. My mom and dad both are from Nachas, Mississippi. And they came up here, moved in the neighborhood, and that's where I was raised. So I claim the neighborhood. It's now Jeff Vanderloo, but then it was a Puitigo neighborhood. It's long since been torn down because it was so bad. But many of your moms will remember Puitigo, and certainly your grandparents will remember Puitigo as well. I always say I grew up with the gangsters. I had a lot of the gangsters and thugs and A few killers.
Okay.
In my
in the neighborhood.
In my neighborhood.
It would be St.
always,
Louis.
It was always interesting when I would go to do stories in prison, right?
Okay.
In penitentiary. Up in Jefferson City. I think they call it the Rock then. But anyway, I'd go up to Jefferson City to do stories in the prison. And I'd see a lot of guys I went to school with, right? When we'd go through the, cell areas and we'd say, hey, Elliot, what's up? I say, yo, what's up, Mike? And so it always interesting being in the prison. But it's always good when you.
About my time.
It's always good when you can leave.
Yeah. When you walk
Yes.
Well, actually, I've been down to death row.
Off rail, or you have?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I interviewed a guy before he was getting ready to be put to death. George Mercer, I think his name was, and we managed to get an interview with him, and they took us all the way down
Elliot
there.
Davis here today, y'all.
All the way down to death row. It was an amazing thing because I wanted to do an interview with him. The warden says, well, we're not going to let him talk because of blah, blah, blah. And he says,
Politics.
I thought you said I get last wishes. I can do what I want. Well, I want to talk to Elliot.
Like that.
So we
Oh,
went,
is that right?
Yeah, so we went all the way down to death row, and he said, I said, well, you look like you could use a beer, man.
Yeah, he need one
Cold
bad.
brew. He said, yeah, man, you got something? he
wanted-
would have taken anything.
Right.
Right?
They should
Beer,
give them their
whatnot,
last some
whatnot,
wishes,
whatnot.
big. If I need a bird, give them people a bird or something before they leave this world.
Right.
Let them have it.
They used to.
They should.
I don't think you could, but that was we did had so many interesting experiences, and that was just one of them. It just came to mind.
All day long. All day long.
But that's where I grew up. I went to Vashan High School, and then went to Cornell University
Yeah.
in Ithaca, New York. And that's the college I graduated from. So it's been an amazing ride.
Mr. David, one thing I've noticed since you retired, I think, can you tell me this? You like doing it more independent than working for Fox 2, don't you?
Well, I am independent.
Yeah, I'm talking about as far as
Yeah.
having to put a cap on what you can say and what you can do with people and all that type of stuff.
I enjoyed working for Fox 2. Life goes in phases. This is phase 2.
Okay.
But I enjoyed phase 1. I had a ball.
Oh, okay.
Doing TV, and the way I got in, I walked in right off the street. I was unemployed.
Is that
At
right?
the time. Yeah, I was out of work.
Is
Trying
it?
to find my way in the world. I worked for McDonnell Douglas and left because, the janitor was making more money than me. So I quit.
Man.
I quit there, walked in one day and said, hey, I'm out of here. And but I left without a job. And that's you being young and dumb.
Yeah,
It all kind of worked out for me. But I quit without a job, right? I remember, guys, I have to tell you this story. I got all kinds of stories.
It's your floor. Go ahead. Yep, you got it.
Yeah, I remember the one of my hardest days, I must have been, 22, 23 or something like that. I had quit my job, and so when you are like that, that means you can't pay for anything.
Right.
And so I run out of money, right? And I said, I gotta get some money. So I remember borrowing a camera from my neighbors. In the old days, they had the cameraman in the bar.
Is that right?
In the bar, I don't know if they do that anymore.
No, they don't.
But back in the old days, they had a cameraman in the bar, and they take pictures of it, right? And so I'd been in the bar. So I knew about the bar scene because I was in the bar all of the time. So I knew about the scene. So I borrowed this camera from my buddy, and I was in there on like Natural Bridge and like Fair or something like that. And I'm out there in this bar, and because I'm out of work then, I see some people that I knew from McDonnell Douglas days, and they said, well, what are you doing here, man? I said, well, I'm exploring another career. I'm looking at I'm considering a few things here. And I remember people trying to talk you, and I was charging them like $5 or something for a picture. And I remember these ladies say, can I get it for $2?
$2. Oh, they try to shortchange you everything.
Scam me and everything. And I need some money.
Yeah.
I'm working here.
But that was it's some amazing experiences. I had to move back with my mom and everything. So a lot of experiences, and and I don't want to talk too much about my mom.
Oh no! You better go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Your
I'll
floor.
get too emotional, so I don't want to do that.
Sure.
So, yeah. So anyway, but you know, mom's always looking out for you.
Almost definitely. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And even though I told her it was going great, she knew her son was struggling. And then she said, I remember she said, well, you know, your room is there.
It's there.
And I'm cooking up a dinner. And she was from Mississippi. Like,
she can cook.
They whipped up a dinner. They whipped up some food,
like
chitlins, everything. And so she said, you know, your old room is there. You can always come back home. And I said, well, I'll think about it because I got some things going on.
She's trying to bribe you with the food, huh?
No, he's trying to be strong like him.
Yeah.
No, he got the good thing because his mama, he is allowed to come back home if something don't work out. Everybody's not like that.
Come back home. And so, you know, and I was thinking, man, I got a college degree, all of this stuff, and I'm going to go back home. Yeah. No, man, that's not what I'm
You
thinking.
saying going backwards,
That's not how I'm feeling. And so, but I'm hungry. And I remember calling walking in my apartment, right, and it was cold. You know, it was just freezing in there, right? And so I called the electric company, UE, and I said, we got a problem here. Mm-hmm. You know how you get indignant? Mm-hmm. And so we got and you guys been there.
Yeah.
They said, we got a problem here. My heater's off. And, you know, and you start getting ready to read them the riot act, you know, and said, this is ridiculous. You know, it's like, 10 degrees outside and I don't have any heat. And this is jacked up, you know. This is all jacked up and whatever. And they said, well, Mr. Davis, all the rest of the people in the apartment building, they got heat. And I said, well, maybe it's just a malfunction in my mind. So they said, well, did you send the bill in? I mean, did you pay this bill? We don't see this money. Yeah. And I said, man, I sent that check in.
Of course.
You guys should have that check.
It's in the mail.
Yeah,
the check is in the mail. All this trick in the book.
I said, you guys should have that check, man. And they said, tell you what, now it's night. They said, well, when we get that check, you'll get
you'll get that heat back on.
Is that how it works? That's how it works, huh?
You're working like.
But I got in TV. I was unemployed, and I was standing outside Channel 5. I said, what can I get into? And I had a decent voice. I said, well, maybe they told me I couldn't get in radio. Okay. I tried to get in the radio
because
station.
You're too handsome. Too handsome for radio.
I don't know. For some reason, the guy told me I couldn't get in radio because I wasn't good enough for it. I had no experience, and in the journalists organization at the time, I wanted to get in the black journalists. Mm-hmm. You know,
they hating on you probably.
But they told me I was not a journalist.
Haters.
So they wouldn't let me in.
Haters.
I said, well, that's okay.
Don't make me break the store down.
I walked in off the street into Channel 5 at first, and I said, let me talk to so-and-so. Mm-hmm. And he happened to be in the lobby talking to somebody because they had told me he wasn't in. And so when I heard somebody call his name, I walked up to him. I said, hey, I got some ideas, man, I think you're going to love. And he said, I said, can I have 5 minutes of your time? He said, sure. And we went up, and what was going to be a 15-minute talk turned to 3 hours.
Oh, that was it. So you knew we was done. You was in after 3 hours.
And it turned into 3 hours, and about 6 months later, I got a letter from Channel 5 asking me if I wanted to host a talk show. I'd never been in a TV station.
So you worked for so you was on 5 before you went to 2?
Yeah.
Oh, and so a lot of people don't know that.
So what happened was there was a executive producer, and I was hosting a talk show, right? There was an executive producer who wanted her buddy to have my job. I was only making $35 a week, but he was the principal of it.
Exactly.
I had a gig, and
I need this 3-5.
I was on TV once a week, early Sunday morning. It was public affairs. But my guy, my benefactor, he went on sabbatical or something, and she saw her chance to get her girlfriend in my gig, right? So I got faded out.
Simple nepotism.
On a quick fade, boy. I said,
he's like on quick fade.
She said, well, I'm going to have so-and-so sit in for you this week. I said, well, okay. I said, okay, 1 week, that's not bad. I said, well, when do I get back in? Well, I'll call you when.
Man! See, so you got ghosted too.
That's the type of shit that go on right to the day still.
Yeah.
So I went over to Channel 2, did the same thing, and that's just talk to the person in charge. And they introduced me to Big Skaggs, and I met the news director, Cecil Tuck. And Cecil said, well, I tell you what, you can follow the reporters and producers around and learn what's going on. I was writing a column for the Crusader newspaper at the time on politics. So I knew about politics in St. Louis, especially black politics and what was going on. So I knew stuff they didn't know. So I was able to come up with stories, and so they let me get on the air. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew stories. I was on the inside, and so they gave me a writer and assigned a writer to me, and I'd go out and I'd do these stories and put it on the air. The first story I ever did for television was a license collector was under indictment. He was about to get indicted by the federal government.
Was he stealing?
Fraud.
Frauding it up.
So they let me put that story on the air.
That was open the book, they opened the can of worms right there.
I was rocking. Because I said, what do I have to lose?
Yeah, most definitely. Exactly.
So the story gets on. Nobody else reports it for a few days, and finally the other stations come out with it, picked it up on it, and so now I'm off and running. And so I said, you know what? But I'm just part-time, right? I'm part-time, but I'm getting ready to move. And I said, you know what? I got to come up with something big. I need something big, right, to get people's attention, right, to let them know I can do something.
I'm here.
So I was driving by the Stroll one day. You guys may not have heard about the Stroll. But this was the big prostitution area in St. Louis in the central West End. Hookers from all over came to this area.
all over.
It was known.
Like a
bug. It was known nationwide.
Okay.
They had hookers from West County, North County,
everywhere.
Arizona, New York, people passing through trying to pick up a few dollars. Okay. So anyway, it was known. So I'm driving through in my little Ford Torino. Nobody knows who I am. I'm driving through in my little Ford, and I see these hookers.
Exactly.
And I say, you know what? This could be big.
This could be big.
This could be the story I need.
And people weren't even reporting on stuff like that back then, was they?
No, nobody was doing that. And so this prostitute walks over to my car, say, you want a date? I said, I want your story. I want to tell your story.
Yeah, how did you end up here?
Exactly.
Of how you guys are struggling, trying to get going, and everybody's harassing you guys. I want to tell your story.
Exactly.
You know? And so she says, okay, my pimp is right across the street.
My pimp.
He's looking at us. I said, okay, well, give me a number.
Let me go holler at him real quick.
Yeah. So anyway, I did the story. I had one night all the hookers surrounded my car and say, who you? You the police? I said, no, I'm trying to get a story. I'm trying to tell you guys a story.
Exactly.
I got to tell you this. I got these stories. I got some stories.
Yes.
I was trying to manage singing groups at one time.
Is that right?
When I left McDonnell Douglas, I said, I want to manage singing groups. I had this group called the Zodiac Five.
The Zodiac Five.
And people didn't hear from them because they never did go anywhere. But they could sing, But one of the guys, his uncle was a pimp. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, oh man.
So they got
So
their own soundtrack.
For where the girls that you was down there meet.
So I had an affinity with these hookers.
Exactly.
Wow. Small world.
So one of the guys, his uncle was a pimp, right? And I was trying to get him to help buy some musical instruments for the group and stuff. And he says, man, you got a good game, man. When he says you're gonna talk your way all the way to the top, and that's means something.
Yeah.
Coming from a pimp, that means something.
They do. Right. Back in the days, if they give you a game like this, they know.
So
they ain't manipulating.
But it was a lot of expense. Ultimately, got hired at Channel 2 by a news director who was he got the job. He was in Hollywood, and he got that job. And he saw me, and he said, I think this guy's going to be something.
Like a mud.
And
he seen the future.
And he had confidence.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into, and it's been rolling.
So you think you could do that? You think if that was you starting all the way back over in today's time, you think you could get that job today's time?
Yeah.
You still think you could do it?
Because you went to school for journalism? in New York?
No, here is what I've learned as I've gone along in life.
You're in the right place at the right time.
Well, I've learned that I think that God has had a blessing on my
Yes.
life ever since the beginning.
Yes.
So even when I didn't know Jesus, he knew me. And he says, I'm going to have this guy do something as stupid as he is. And all the dumb stuff that he's doing, I mean, I was out there. I mean, out there.
I understand it, Elliot. I understand it, Mr. Davis.
You knew your purpose. You knew your purpose.
I didn't know.
I tell them this every day on this show for years. When you out there doing stuff, Mr. Davis, you not tripping out there.
I was a fool.
Like,
I mean, you gotta keep life real.
Yes, yes.
You gotta keep it real.
Yes,
and
yes.
God says, I will use the foolish to confound the wise.
Right,
well,
right.
You got the right guy in me.
Right.
You say, Elliot, well, he fits that bill.
Good. Hey, you blessed.
Hey, thank God.
So, but yeah, that's what I realized later in life. I didn't realize it then, but I realized God had a blessing on my life. And God had things that he wanted me to do. He knew I was going to run into brick walls, that I was going to do stupid stuff, but that he was going to clear a path, and he was going to give me favor with certain people who, like, how do you... A news director gives you a break and you're just walking off the street with no experience. Who but God is going to do that?
Look, that's why I say in today's time, you think you can still make that happen?
Because the same God is on the throne.
Exactly.
So, absolutely.
Say no more. Say no more.
So, no, I'm good. So that's how we got going. I remember all these stories, man. It was just a fascinating adventure. And even talking about when I got saved, I was the most unlikely person because I was out on the street, in the bars, drinking, chasing women, doing everything.
Oh, exactly.
We know a lot of that.
I probably shouldn't say that on your radio station.
No, you can say whatever.
Don't worry about it.
Mr. Davis.
On this show, you can say whatever.
On this show, you can say and do whatever.
I don't
No
want
faith.
to embarrass you guys.
No.
On your radio.
Mr. Davis, if you come here every week, you will see some embarrassing.
On your radio show, it is what it is.
It is
and
what
so I
it
was
is.
out there and had a reputation.
You're real, yeah.
Man.
A reputation.
Yes.
A reputation.
He's the man then and the man
out
now.
there. You know, I had my player card and everything.
I say he had his player card.
Player card and
You
everything.
see, just
That's it. Player and merit player.
Put that card up. You put that card
man.
up.
So I was out there, but like I said, God had a plan for my life.
Yes.
And just saw me through so many situations, and say, well, but that's all right, because when he gets to this point, he's really going to do some stuff for the kingdom of God. He's going to do some stuff for the kingdom of Christ, and he's going to go through his whole stupid stage.
Like a mud.
And he said, like I said, I will use the foolish to confound the wise. No one was more foolish than me.
Like a mud.
And so when I got saved, people were saying, it won't last. You know, this is temporary.
Haters.
It's gonna pass. I said, yes, it is. But they were saying, we're all taking bets on it.
Yeah.
I mean, the folks out in the street
want you to
I
fail.
had a bar stool with my name on it.
Want you to fail.
At Gene Lynn's and the Voyager, I had a bar stool with my name. When I walk in the bar made had my drink right there.
Already.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to serve. That's service.
You don't even have to tell her.
I've been done.
Hey.
If you need a good drink, go to KJ.
Hey, man.
Drink is right there. You
Like
step
a
into
bud.
the bar, your drink is sitting right
Already waiting on you, huh?
Gotta know.
So, I always believe in keeping it real when I talk to people about life.
Yeah.
So I talk to about real life because growing up in Puitigo projects, well, that was real life. And people say, well, weren't you scared? I said, scared of what? I didn't know anything else.
This is me. This is you.
They don't know. They don't, because they don't be experiencing that type of growing, that upbringing. So I told you, living in Kinlock, I never seen this kind. Only time I seen this kind is when I went to school. Outside of there, wasn't no white people coming through Kinlock. So, I mean, then my mama stole me and took me up to Wentzville. That was like a whole new thing. So, opened my eyes up to so much stuff that I never thought was around.
I didn't make it to Wentzville.
Yeah.
Or St. Charles.
Man.
I didn't get out of the hood until I was going to college.
Like a mug.
And they had to send money so I could fly up to Cornell.
Oh, okay.
Because we didn't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
And Mom worked 3 jobs. One was as a maid and whatnot, and she had an 8th grade education. Great woman. And she was like many other black women trying to survive.
Like a mug.
Doing what they got to do to survive and raise a young black man in the inner city and trying to steer him out of all the things. Because like I said, a lot of gangsters live right in my block. I mean, some stone.
I could have been singing dope. I could have been gang banging. I could have been doing all that.
I mean, some stone killers.
Flat out.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I got you.
I mean, some stone killers right in my neighborhood, across the street, in my block.
Exactly.
You know, and I mean, we had some there were some names there that a lot of people knew. I lived in a block with a guy called Fats Woods. A lot of people may not know, youngsters may not know him, but back then, you know, he was the man. He was the man. And so, but yeah, I knew I lived with some of the city's leading gangsters who were right in my neighborhood.
And so you seen it all.
And so Mom had to navigate me around that. Remember when a guy, what was he doing? Guy wanted to stick me for my hat or something he wanted to do. And it's one of the little local thugs.
Oh, he trying to shoot? He was trying to rob you.
You know, trying. And so I went and ran in the house to Mom. I said, Mom, you took my hat. Well, tell you what, you go out and, Mom was a big gal too. And so Mom said, tell you what, you go out and fight him, or you come in and fight me.
Yeah. I'm going outside to fight him.
I said, I'd take my chances with that guy.
Exactly. All day long.
But that's how you had to do it. And mothers in those days, they knew you were up against it, you know, and they knew that you had to have respect, but they had to kind of toughen you up.
Was the old dude, your old dude was around? Was he around?
My dad died when I was 2.
Oh, so you didn't get a chance to meet
I'm named after him.
You hear that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was he like? What was he like? Did he do the type of?
I was 2 years old.
No,
he was a truck driver.
No, I'm talking
he was
about
a truck driver.
Oh, okay. That's what I was
he was
trying
a
to
good
say.
dude.
Okay.
He was a good dude, truck driver. He just died. He was when he got married, he was 50. Mom was 30.
Oh, okay.
So he was probably a player at heart too.
You say he was a player at heart. He had
that DNA,
No, he got him a younger. He got a younger guy. Than what he
like
flat
father,
out.
like son.
Like
got that DNA right there. Woo.
No.
Are you the only one?
Yeah.
And then mom raised you, and wow.
She now got a daughter and a granddaughter.
So that's your family there.
That's it.
That's your family there.
Love them all. Love them to death. My son-in-law. Love all those guys.
Like a mother. That's
great.
So you all your family still here?
They're in Atlanta.
Oh, they're in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're down in Atlanta.
The new St. Louis. The new St. Louis.
Yeah, well, something like that. And my daughter, she used to sing with Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh, okay.
So she sang with them for 3 seasons.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you said you was a manager for singing, so you know you know a little something about some entertainment going on right there.
Yeah, I didn't get to manage her though.
Yeah,
But no, it's been fascinating, and like I said, I enjoyed television, and I liked it doing You Paid For because we got to help people.
Yes,
and so
yes.
That was
that's what made you a legend.
That's what.
Well,
And
that made you a legend.
That's what.
Yeah, he was. I'm talking about. That's what solidified.
That's what drew me to you.
Yeah.
Too, is like that's kind of what inspired me, honestly, because you're out putting the what's going on here, right? And you give them a chance. You're not gonna just say, oh well, he said this and he said that, right? You're gonna say, what did you say?
In your face,
direct, like you said. You don't beat around the bush, and that's what's great. Like why don't you want to talk? Is something going on, right?
If you ain't got nothing to hide,
what's the bottom line?
We had, you talk about adventures. Not only do we have officials.
People are slamming doors in your face and stuff.
But then my photographer got shot because they were trying to kill me.
Wow.
Yeah. No, you don't remember that?
Yeah, they had a contract. My contract out on my life, and so they were trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Wow. That means you're really rustling some bushes.
We were doing something.
Yeah.
But we were out there. We were shooting a story. We were doing a story about a towing company that was scamming people.
Oh yeah.
And
Wellston.
so I was it was in Wellston.
Yeah.
And so we were out there, and I remember hearing these loud pops, and my cameraman coming around saying I'm shot. You know, and the bullet hit him right here, went straight through.
Oh, well, yeah, he blessed.
He was a Vietnam War veteran, went all the way through Vietnam, never to get shot.
And came home and got shot.
He worked in Wellston and got shot. So we're driving to the hospital. He wants to drive, right? Because he was just like that, his brother. And he wants to drive because he said, I can do it.
Put some pressure on it.
And so before we took off, after he was shot, he was saying, hey, man, get the tripod.
Get the tripod.
I'm thinking, man, I'm going to get shot in the back. This is stupid.
No, he's serious about his.
And so we're driving, down Page or where we're driving down, and he started fading out. And I'm thinking, we're going to run into the oncoming traffic. But we made it to the hospital.
Okay.
And they hit him with that morphine and he survived.
That's what's up.
And then he was out for 18 months and came back and started working with me again.
So he did he retire when you retired?
Yeah, about a few months after. He was there 50 years. He was there before me.
Dang.
Yeah.
It got to be for you to want to get up and go to work that many years. It got to be lovely.
Yeah.
It got to be.
It was a passion.
Yes.
And I enjoyed the station, had some great bosses to work with, co-workers. But I enjoyed most of all the work and the type of things we were able to do, the changes we were able to do, and help people who were powerless to really help themselves.
Yes.
Give them a voice.
Huh?
You give them a voice, right? So
well, school districts that were no good.
Oh, still we're not even accredited.
St. Louis is back there now. Right. So we were dealing like in Venice.
Talk about that.
We were in Venice and Wellston and some other places where these administrators were getting all this money.
And they pocketed
kids get no education. And so we were putting them on blast. And like when we did Venice, nobody wanted to do anything. And so we started with the school district. That's when the guy said, are you a traveling man? The school board president, that made our top 10. But they wanted to do nothing. So then we went to the Board of Education and Illinois Board of Education. So
they just scandalous
in Springfield.
They just scandalous.
And they said, well, there's nothing we can do. And I said, okay. No. Well, who appoints them? The governor. I said,
keep working your way up.
We're going to
go to the governor.
So what I would do is find out when the governor was going to be in the area. And I said, I'm going to hit him up. And so if he's doing nothing. So we'd hit the governor up and say, well, Governor, what are you doing about this? Right. The school system, they're spending all this taxpayers' money, kids not getting education. You appointed these people. Are you going to do something? Because we're blaming you for the problem.
Yes, we got to start.
Their underlings. Well, their underlings are blaming. They're all, it's not my fault. Okay, then
well,
they climb the ladder.
Even if they didn't say, I knew how to do stuff.
Exactly.
I knew who was who.
Get to the source.
And so my philosophy was taking it all the way
all the way to the top.
All the way to the top. One story I took to the president, to Bill Clinton.
Like a mug.
It was out in St. Charles, and we said it was dealing with HUD. We said, who can do something about it? We called the Secretary of HUD, and they said, who are you?
How'd you get my number?
I'm the man.
So I said, I'm Elliot, and we're trying to do something. Because there was a story was, there was an apartment complex in St. Charles County, and it was just overrun with thugs and everything. And I found out that the mob owned the complex. And they were getting like $100,000 a year from the federal government to run it, to manage this complex.
Getting free money.
But it was the mob of like New York and New Jersey, right? And so I said, well, okay. And I called HUD. I said, but look, you guys got to do something because nobody's doing it. The local guy did nothing. So I called HUD. They wouldn't do anything. I said, well, I'm going to call the president. Clinton was in. I said, let's call Bill. And so I called the White House and asked for a chief of staff. And the guy, this Bill's press person came, and he said, well, who are you? I said, I'm Elliot. I'm down in St. Louis. I'm trying to do this story. And they said, the president's busy right now.
Of course.
He's at the G7 conference in Germany or someplace. I said, that's all right. I can wait till he gets back in the country. That's just no problem.
Exactly.
And they said, you said, and so they couldn't believe it, and they were going to brush me off. And so he said, well, the president's pretty busy. You better go somewhere else. And I said, okay, try this on for size. President said he was going to reinvent HUD as we know it.
Yeah.
But this complex down here, federal government's paying this mob $100,000 a month that's going to the mafia. I said, and I'm getting ready to give this story to ABC News, because we were ABC affiliate. And so I said, now you're going to be on primetime, whatever, the ABC 2020. I said, so now we're going to be on network news in 2020 about the administration and the president giving $100,000 a year, a month to the mafia. I said, you want to try that on for size? So let's start this conversation over.
Got some guy right. Got some guy right real. Got some get right real quick.
Yeah.
Let me get it right real quick.
Do you want to hear my side, or do you want a chance to get your side? You gave him the option.
I said, it don't much matter to
Exactly.
me.
Either way.
I'm a win regardless.
So actually, they did. Clinton got involved.
Okay.
And they designated $5 million to solve the problem, and they had the deputy HUD administrator to do an interview with me, the deputy secretary of HUD. To do the interview.
The one who was running everything.
We got it solved. But that was the approach. It was always going to the top, not being afraid, because everybody else puts their pants on the same way I do.
Especially with the mob, too. If the mob's involved, you don't want another hit on you.
And so that's why when I say that God had a plan for my life, he didn't do it without giving me the power to accomplish what was needed.
And if you didn't say anything about it,
And the safety.
Yeah, safety is optional.
Okay.
But I'm still here, so you're right.
I got some questions.
And if you didn't say anything about it, that still would probably be going on right now. So, I mean, so it's right.
I got some questions on how you feel. So, how you feel about sheriff?
Oh, no, we're not getting
Sheriff
into that.
Alpha
no.
Montgomery.
Yeah,
I
what
got
you
thoughts
mean?
about that.
I told you,
I can talk about that.
This is
Yeah.
real.
I mean, you can, yeah.
That's why I say this is real stuff,
Yeah.
man. You
we
been
got a
trying
whole
to blast
bunch- we got
stuff.
a
You
whole
can't do
bunch-
that.
we got a
So
whole
I
bunch of
watch
them.
him, so I know he into this already.
So I think the sheriff was mistreated.
You think he was
I
mistreated?
think that the way they brought him in handcuffs
Yes,
and
I can
leg
agree with that.
shackles, it was like a runaway slave or something.
Yeah, I can agree with you on
And
that.
so I thought that was unfair because they didn't do that guy Lucione in New York that gunned the guy down in the middle of Manhattan, the United Healthcare guy, and killed him. And they treated Sheriff Montgomery like he was public enemy number one, like he was a child molester or had killed 5 people. And to take that guy and put him in jail, he's been in jail since October 14th. I think that's unfair. Wouldn't even let him make bond again.
So they ain't getting no bond or nothing. Yeah.
They said, well, he had a chance and he violated the orders from the judge on bond. Well, so did Trump. When Trump, I don't know. You don't want to keep it real.
We want to keep it real.
Look,
We want
I
to keep
asked
it
you
real.
that.
Your floor.
I asked
We got all kinds of questions.
Look, I asked you that
I wanted
question.
to keep it
Bump
real.
them questions, B. This is real life. I asked that for a reason.
You don't want to keep it real.
Well,
Man,
apparently,
yes, he do.
Look at Trump. He had 4 criminal cases.
Like a
at
mug.
least.
Right? And the judge told him, don't say anything bad about prosecutors. And what did Trump do? He went right out
Let's
and
talk about
talk
Trump.
bad about
prosecutors
everybody.
in the butt.
You ain't lying.
Right? And what happened? That was a violation of the getting the bond, right? That was a violation.
Bond
But they
agreement.
didn't put Trump in jail.
Right.
They didn't. He was able to keep his bond. So but they didn't bring Trump into court with handcuffs and all of that.
No, I
stuff.
agree with you on that. They did make him look bad.
So what I'm saying is that it was a double standard
Always.
for Alfred Montgomery.
Yeah.
And it was clearly a double standard.
Yeah.
And so people they told, and I wrote about this.
Yeah, I know.
Actually posted about this. I don't keep things secret.
Most definitely.
And so a lot of people got mad at me, and they said, well, the sheriff's a criminal. And why do you back that guy? I said, because he's mistreated.
So he mistreated.
He's mistreated. It's unfair. It's a double standard of justice.
She had to make me realize, Mr. Davis, he's a kid too. He's a kid.
He's about
28.
Yeah.
He's a kid.
But even if you're gonna prosecute somebody, you don't have to treat him that way.
Right.
I believe he should get prosecuted.
They're trying to make
he done, but I don't believe he should. They should do him the way that they doing him.
They were trying to make an example out of him.
Guy's got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Hasn't killed somebody. They got child molesters out on bond.
Like a mud.
They got child molesters.
Yeah, and that's sad.
And killers.
That's sad.
They got some killers out on bond.
And that's sad.
And so the Sheriff Montgomery can't get out on bond, and you got child molesters and carjackers and killers out on bond, but you say they can get out, but we can't let Sheriff Montgomery out.
Miss Davis, you know why they won't let him out? Because he didn't bow out. He didn't bow out like they wanted him to.
Well, it's political.
Yeah.
The whole
He
thing
didn't bow out like
you
they
had a
wanted him to.
Republican attorney general and a Democratic sheriff, just like with Kim Gardner. And I was not a supporter of Kim Gardner.
I wasn't
but
either.
You had a Democratic prosecutor,
they did her bad.
right? And
They ain't do her bad. She brought it on herself.
With Sam Page, you have a Democratic county executive. But with the sheriff, you had a Democratic sheriff. He gave him some ammunition.
He gave him some ammunition.
Obviously. But, so you had the Republicans in Jefferson City say, good, we can get that guy, and we can look good with our Republican base.
Right.
So it was all politics.
Optics.
And so you get all these people up in arms, like the sheriff killed somebody.
You're right. Because it ain't that serious. So, the stuff that he did is outrageous, but it ain't like you said. He shouldn't been brought in shackles and like he did straight murder somebody. So when I seen that, I did feel some type of way about him being like that. No fake.
Like he's Jack the Ripper or something.
Even though I disagree with the stuff he did, but he ain't killed. He ain't do nothing where he should have been shackled down like he's something like that.
And he's been in jail since October the 14th.
So he's still locked up.
Oh, still locked up since October 14th.
He was out by now.
The guy's got 2 kids. They could give him a shot at bond. If he made a mistake the first time and contacted somebody, well, he's not going to do that same thing.
We hope he won't.
And so, but you give him another chance. They gave Trump got chances to do stuff more than one.
He's got money for chances.
Yeah,
he gets plenty of chances,
but that's the whole thing. I think Sheriff Montgomery, I think it was all political. I think the state attorney general was trying to get moved up and towards the Trump administration. He later got a job. I think he's deputy director of the FBI right now.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
so he was trying to get his job. He got it.
Exactly.
And so they used Montgomery as a stepping stone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A young fool. Excuse me.
That makes sense.
So what's your thought on Tashara?
I was against Tashara.
I was too.
Because of the way she treated the homeless.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a warm-up bus for the homeless in the middle of winter when it was 4 degrees, and she would not provide that warm-up bus. And so that got us on the wrong.
That's a bare minimum she could have done, right?
But she around her Nina popping.
That got us on the wrong foot. But Kara Spencer hadn't done a lot better until recently.
Okay.
And so I was criticizing Kara Spencer too. As a matter of fact, during the election, when they were both running, I said Kara wasn't going to be much better than Tashara because they were both progressives. And I said Kara is going to be about the same. That's no dramatic improvement.
Exactly.
And so I've had a lot of criticism of Kara Spencer. Some things she's done right, but here's what happened.
She's not riding her bike.
A lot of things that they criticized Tashara for, one was a tornado, but Kara has gotten a pass for the same things they criticized Tashara for.
And I agree with you on that, Elliot.
That's real. The street department.
That's real, because this city down here looking a mess still.
There were problems with snow removal.
Yeah, it was.
And issues with the homeless.
And trash.
And other issues, and still those issues, but
bare minimum.
But the people gave her more of a pass than they gave to
Shara.
Did Shara bring some things on herself?
Yes, absolutely.
But there was a double standard at work.
I think they all bring.
We need
something
someone.
on
I'm
themselves,
gonna be
'cause it's
running for
politics.
alderman in 28. I got my paperwork together.
So what about our famous prosecuting attorney they got let go?
Who's that?
What's her name?
Kim Gardner.
Kim Gardner, yeah. That's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
she screwed up badly, and she probably deserved to go because she was the way that she dealt with law enforcement, the way she did not stand up for the people in cutting crime. She just did not do a good job. So I think that, but one thing I'll say about what happened with her, Gardner was a stand-up woman, even though I disagree with just about everything that she did. And
so how she would stand up?
And I would call her out.
She had 600 cases on her desk.
Her beliefs were different from mine. How she wanted to do things, and what helped Kim Gardner was she was fighting for some leniency for some criminals, and she was fighting to make the justice system more equitable. And so all of a sudden, George Floyd happened. So Kim Gardner looked like she was on the right side of history, and that's how she got reelected, because the country was looking at criminals even different than it was before when what happened to George. And so Kim Gardner looked like she was on the side of the angels. She looked like she was on the side of right. And so that's how she actually won re-election. She had some, like I said, she did a lot of things that I thought was wrong, but Kim Gardner had her own ideas that different than mine.
Exactly.
Does that mean Kim Gardner was wrong?
She got the right.
Does that mean Kim Gardner was wrong in her belief? No. That means that she was different than me.
She shouldn't have withheld that evidence from that Governor Greitens.
Well, here's the thing I say about Kim Gardner. Here, I got to
Big Fair know his business. I know my stuff.
All those people who are mainly white Republicans. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Nobody cared about crime in North St. Louis. And so they were all over the state, the boot heel. Ozarks. They were trying to say how much they cared about crime in the black community and how much it was, and Kim Gardner had to go because of crime in North St. Louis. They didn't care about
They've never even
crime
been there. They've never been downtown.
They could care less. But Gardner got rid of Greitens, Governor Greitens, the Republican governor, and they held that against him. And that's what they cared about.
Talked about this for years.
If she had never gone after Greitens,
she'd still be here.
That was a mistake on her part.
Yeah, it was.
If she had never gone after Greitens, nobody would have even cared about what Kim Gardner was doing.
But Mr. David, if you're going to go after them, don't withhold no evidence. Don't have your homeboy having withhold evidence neither.
But here's what happened. I think it was Josh Hawley. Was he the Attorney General or somebody? I forgot who it was. And so they came to Kim Gardner with this case against Greitens, right? And they said, guy in Jefferson, he was a state attorney. It might have been Josh, I'm not sure. But he had this case against her. So he wanted to get Greitens because he wanted to run for something. And he wanted to use his dirt, but he didn't want to have his fingerprints on it.
See?
So he went to Kim Gardner and said,
and she fell for it.
You're the greatest prosecutor since, boy, you're so good. You are
and she
great.
fell for it.
You are the woman.
And she fell for it.
She once said, you are the man. You know what I'm saying? But you are the woman. And so I'm going to give you this case against this governor here, and for you to go after him, because this is a great case, and you're just the person to do it because you know what you're doing. And you can get him. And she fell for the okie doke.
She fell for the okie doke. That's real.
Because what happened is, I'm going to listen to Republicans in Jefferson City come to me with a Trojan horse and tell me how they got a deal for me.
Man.
They're going to make me look good, and this is going to be great for me.
Sounds like a movie.
And I'm going to fall for this deal.
Man.
What she should have done, right, is say, you know what, I'm trying to fight. I got these bad crime numbers in St. Louis, I'm trying to deal with crime and these criminals in St. Louis.
Exactly.
So I really don't have. I'm sorry. I tell you what. Why don't you do it?
I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah,
she basically overstepped her boundaries, flat out.
I would have had a news conference.
Like a mud.
And I would have said, they're telling me to do this, but I don't have time because St. Louis has got all the one of the highest homicides rate in the country.
Yeah.
And I'm busy trying to fight for you guys and trying to do something about these homicides out here. And I don't have time to do the Attorney General's job. Yeah. That's his job to do. So I would tell him if he wants Greitens, he better do it because I don't have time.
And that's what I'm talking about. When it happened, that's why I was like, she actually is trying to go after the governor.
Right.
They set her up for fair. He just woke me up to it all. They bamboozled her.
She fell for the
She fell for it.
So Kim Gardner never should have gone after Governor Greitens.
Never.
Yeah, and if the Attorney General at the time wanted Greitens, then the Attorney General should have
went after him.
But Kim Gardner should have left the guy. He said, I'm not doing that. I got these criminals and killers and carjackers to deal with.
Like a mud.
And then if she had not gone after the Republican governor, nobody would have cared about what Kim Gardner.
And she would have been still down here doing whatever she wanted to do.
Nobody would have cared because they didn't care about crime in North St. Louis and the black community. They didn't care. But they cared that Kim Gardner got their governor out of office.
It was on their agenda.
They got her.
She did that dirty work for him. She did the dirty work for him. I'm sorry.
And got nothing for it.
And got nothing for it. But go to school and become a nurse.
Become a nurse.
That's sad.
Because they weren't going to forget it.
Like a mud. That's sad.
They wanted to send her to prison.
Man. She wasn't going for it.
They wanted to send her to jail after she did what they wanted her to do.
They didn't. They wanted to send her to prison because they said, we got these federal funds, and so we're going to, we're looking at this.
Yeah.
And we may send her to prison.
So how you feel?
And then I got to say this. Tashara threw her under the bus.
We said that. We sat down here and said that. I said, how could you? What did I say?
No loyalty.
She threw her. I told you. I said she threw her completely under the bus.
No loyalty. I'm talking about all.
Stood right there.
Think about all of them got hurt in St. Louis. All of them got hurt at the same time, and none of them around no more.
So it was a case where the girl, unfortunately, tragically, lost her leg.
The volleyball player.
The mayor said, well, Kim Gardner, she needs to reevaluate what she needs to do in life because she's not cut out for this or whatever it is. But anyway, threw her under the bus. And so it was the Republicans at that point who were the main people trying to get Kim Gardner. So Tashara played right into their hands. She said, I agree, Kim Gardner, she needs to go.
And we said right there,
and I was like, she's man.
And so that hurt her in the African American.
Right.
And that helped to do her in.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a 2-for-1 special.
Something. And so because she looked like, and she was, aligning herself with the Republicans.
That's exactly what she was
Jefferson
doing.
City, with the governor and the rest. She said, okay, I'm on you guys' side. And so what they would say when they talk, they say, well, we're just trying to help Tashara get rid of Kim Gardner. Just like Tashara said, that's what the Republicans said.
Her word.
They said, just like Tashara said, it's time for her to go.
Exactly.
And we're just trying to help Tashara get her city together. And we certainly admired that she came out and did the stupid
And when she said it, that's why we got rid of her.
I'm sorry.
And so that
we got rid of her.
But that's keeping it real.
She fake.
That hurt her in the African American community. When she ran for re-election, because a lot of black people never forgot that.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to say anything.
Right.
Nobody was telling her to come out and say anything because they were supposed to be good buddies.
Right.
Man, so nobody was asking
They ain't no buddies no more.
Nobody was asking her to even come out and say nothing. And so she came out on her own volition and decided to do that. It's not like everybody was clamoring because they figured she was supporting.
Right, so they wanted to try to make you do it because they knew you were behind her.
But
you did that on your own.
She came down and obviously got scared and thought that this was going to really hurt her re-election. But probably it would have been better for her had she not even, in retrospect, if she had it to do all over again,
she'd do it different.
And if you gave her opportunity for a do-over, I don't think she would have done that.
I don't think she would either.
So Tashara was not a bad mayor. She made some mistakes.
Exactly.
But all mayors make mistakes. So she had, but it's one of those deals that Tashara, once she got a target on her back,
it was a done deal.
And then you piss off your supporters.
Yeah.
And that doesn't help.
Yeah.
So there have been mayors who were worse than Tashara. I mean, she was not the worst mayor ever.
Okay.
And so would I say she was a terrible mayor? No. She's no worse than Carol Spencer. What the hell?
Hell nah.
So that's what I have to say.
Most definitely. So what's up with our other?
I'm getting back to him now. What have you?
This is him.
Come on.
So you've been in here. Have you been presented with other options to go to other markets maybe and do the news? And what made you choose? I want to know why is St. Louis so special to you, where you're able to dedicate yourself to fighting for our city?
2 reasons. One, I was born in St. Louis, was home. Yeah. And then I had a daughter. And I decided that it was more important for me to be here to help raise her than to be running all around the country.
Right.
Okay.
So I wanted to be, and I grew up, I'm divorced, I got divorced, but I lived maybe 10 minutes away from her. And so she could call me on the spur of the moment when something happened. Dad, can you come get me? Yeah, absolutely. And I kept her, half of the time and whatever. But I could be there for all of her events during grade school and kindergarten and everything else.
Yeah.
So I could be there, be supportive. And so that was more important to me than running all around the country doing the news.
Most definitely.
So I'm doing the news where I am.
Right.
But I can also be here for my daughter, and that's more important.
Father first.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
So that was
nothing wrong with that.
That was more important to me than going all over the country.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Nothing wrong with that. That's a St. Louis
now
thing.
I have a great relationship with my daughter because of that decision.
Yeah.
And I would have long since left any station I would have been with. So I didn't fall for the okie doke.
Say family first over anything. Family over everything. All day long.
How do you see the evolution of news? Like the days before cell phones, of course, and you think, I guess, it's more easy to get the information, or of course there's still probably gatekeepers that give you only certain news that they want you to hear and everything too. Just evolution of the news.
I think that social media is having a dramatic impact. I have like 207,000 followers.
Okay.
And I've been working at it for about 10 years. I started back in about 2014. So about 10 years up to the time of my retirement. And then I'd won an award covering social media, covering the homeless on social media, and then have just continued it. So I think social media is having a dramatic impact because it's lifting the veil on the news. Everybody can be their own TV station.
Yeah, and their own opinion.
Podcasts.
Yeah.
So they don't have to wait for the evening news.
Yeah.
They don't have to beat a path like when I was a kid. You had to beat a path home so you can hear Walter Cronkite give the evening news.
It's like Walter Cronkite.
Well, you don't need to do that anymore. Even if it's sports you like, you can see that great play right on your phone as soon as it happens.
It's the replay.
And so that's what's going. So broadcast is trying to compete with social media. They're trying to keep up because social media, it happens so quickly.
Just like that.
Cable, the nearest thing is cable television because they're 24-hour cable and they can come right on with the story, go right to the reporter so people can turn on CNN or MSNBC, whatever the case might be, and hear and see what's going on. They don't have to wait until the evening news comes on at 5:30 or 9 o'clock.
Right.
And social media, it's right there. And so I like social media. I'm having a good time because it allows me to say what I want to say.
Exactly.
To cover the stories that I want to cover. Like I said, I loved working for Fox 2 News. I had a ball, but it was time. And the Lord told me it's time to move on.
Like a mud.
I've got more stuff for you to do.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah. What was the point or your final moment where you're like, all right, I'm done. You resigned or whatever?
I got a word from the Lord. It was time to go.
It's time to go.
And
flat out.
And that He had more for me to do for His kingdom but not in television.
Sure.
And that he assured me that the second half of my life was going to be more important, more interesting, and more dynamic than the first half. And I said, more than television?
Yeah.
He said, absolutely. I've learned to trust Jesus Christ. I've gotten closer to Jesus Christ since I retired, because now I have time to get up in the morning and pray and read the Bible and just have time to get to know Jesus now. And so now for the first time, I have a genuine relationship with Jesus Christ, and I've absolutely accepted him as my Savior, my Lord and Savior. And so, so God said, this is what I've been saving you for.
Yeah.
This is the moment, just like you read in the Bible, and God will start with somebody when they were a kid and be with them throughout their life, right? Because he has a purpose for them. He said, there's some place I want you to go, place I want you to be, but you're not going to get there until 70-something. But, and everything else is going to be just preparation, getting you ready for what I want you to do. And so now is a time where it pays off. You know, where all the 45 years in television and all the other stuff, where this is when it pays off, when I can honestly do more for the kingdom of God, and that is what is important to me.
All day long.
Perfect.
So, Mr. David, how you feel?
So about that time, yeah.
Let me ask you, how you feel about the real STL new and VO? Do you like them? You like them?
Absolutely, I like
there
those
you go.
guys.
There you go.
And I share some of their stuff.
Most definitely.
And Dirk Brown. Let's not forget Dirk Brown. That's my man.
That's the man.
I post some of the pictures of me and Dirk sometimes when we happen to be at the same places. But he's one of those. He's out there in the community. He does a lot of very positive good for this community, for when the tornado hit, and for homeless and everything. And Dirk is out there. It's 100% and just does a great job using his social media site for the benefit of the community. And the other social media sites, I think they do a good job because they're out here and they're showing people what's going on. So I say the more news, the better.
The better.
And they give a different perspective. So they give a perspective other than, say, television or radio or something like that. And so they have a more community perspective on what's going on.
And they right there when it's going on.
Yeah, and they're not afraid.
Because they don't have nobody they have to add, can I say this or can I do this or can I show this? They don't have that. And that's what make it more real. And that's what I was saying about you. By you growing up here, being here, and knowing exactly what's going on, that make people have more respect for you and what's going on, because people don't want nobody just coming into their neighborhood or coming into their
They don't know nothing about it. Exactly.
I mean, they take you back to the force, the police and policing in your own neighborhood. When people can relate to you, it's better. So that's why I feel myself, I say, we have more respect for you. And we trust and believe what you do and say, because we know you from where we from, and you know what's going on, and you're going to tell the truth.
And they've seen me for 45 years on television. And that makes a difference.
That means everything.
But you actually still come from where you at, from where you reporting, you know.
And I'm still out here, we're doing social media, and not getting paid.
It ain't about the money, Mr. Davis. It's about the love of it.
I refuse to, and people will tell me, well, you can make money at this. Why don't you get paid? And I said, and the Lord put it in my heart that it wasn't about the money. No matter if I had great intentions. And so people say, well, you can make this money and give it to the homeless. I said, but
you can still monetize it, I guess.
I said, but that's not what I want to do. Christ put it on my heart not to do it that way. And so now I really understand why. And that's so that people can't get on social media and say he's using the homeless to make money.
Yes! I didn't want to say it.
You know what?
You said it.
That makes sense.
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, you do it because you want to.
Yes.
Not the people filming themselves. Hey, look, I'm giving this guy
what they do every day. What they do every day.
Yeah, that's not genuine. You're genuine.
But
flat out.
That's what you will find, that somebody on social media will come along where he's making money off the backs of the homeless. He's just using the homeless to get paid. And so by not accepting any money at all, when people want to donate, I direct them to organizations. When there's a person I'm trying to help, like I paid for moms with kids to stay in motels, so I paid their motel bills and help them with expenses and stuff like that. And then I will put that information out. Hey, look, try to help so and so if you can. But what I will do is link people directly with the person who needs the help. I'll say, they'll say, well, we can send you the money and you can give it to them. I say, I got a better idea. The story I'm doing, the Facebook Live, tell you what, you can go right to that page. They're going to be on that page, and you can talk to them directly. And so what I do is I link people up with the folk who directly need the help. I said, don't send me anything. And if they want to donate to me, then I'll direct them to organizations. But I can sleep easily at night. And so, and I get some people mad because I won't take money because they can't use me or slam me.
And that's sad.
And then you won't, and you won't be bamboozling anybody.
Hey, there you go.
If they're throwing your money at you, there might be a purpose
I'm not falling
behind
for the okie doke. You already said I'm falling for the okie doke. You're not falling for it. Simple as that. Hey, if a motherfucker gonna be mad, let him be mad.
I actually had people get mad.
Like a let him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm doing the way Jesus Christ directed me to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I did this. I did this for you, so you no, I don't want that because I'm getting what I got out of it. Like a lot of people don't believe in God or whatever, but so they don't know that relationship you got.
Yeah, and so it has worked for me. Like I said, I spend quite a bit of money helping the homeless, helping especially moms with children who find themselves in distress. I've helped some pay rent, all kinds of stuff, but I do have my own funds.
Yeah.
And I do that so that nobody can, if you get money from people and something doesn't work out with the folk you're helping, then everybody has a fit.
And that don't make no sense. Exactly.
But if you're using your own funds, and so I get people even then saying, well, didn't you start helping that woman a year ago? Why are you still helping them? I said, because I want to.
Exactly. It's my money.
I said, I can take my money and go down to the Mississippi River and throw it in the river if I want to. I said, why are you worried about what I'm doing? Why don't you worry about what you're doing?
Most definitely. That's the problem. Exactly.
Right, before you got to go, besides homelessness, let's say top 5, homeless number 1. What would be the other 4 main issues in your opinion, St. Louis? If we had a perfect St. Louis, or not perfect, of course, but 4 other things besides homelessness that we should focus on.
Crime
went down from 25 from the previous year.
That's the okie.
That's the okie doke.
I gotta go.
They pissed me off.
All right, crime. All right, homeless crime.
I'm trying to go.
No, that's free.
Homeless crime. One more.
Say ship. That ship is a lie now.
I'm trying to go, but I must address this.
Yeah. All right,
you talk about you talk about the okie doke.
The okie doke.
They give you these figures. They say crime is down 7%, but still was 140 murders last year, and that's just 10 fewer than the year before, right? And so St. Louis has 140 murders. I could find you 10 cities with more people, bigger population, where they had 10 murders.
Yeah. And
we got 100.
We got 100.
5.
Look where we at right now.
St. Louis, and you can just Google it, and in any measure, it'll show you where St. Louis is one of the most dangerous cities in the United States.
Per capita.
We've already had like 8, 9.
Already.
That's about the same number as last year, right up to this time, right? And so it's people. People, like I said, they dress up the numbers. And some crimes aren't even being reported because they don't have as many officers out on the street.
All the time.
They don't have as many police.
Yes.
On the street.
And they just got a raise too. And the captains.
No, they ain't got it yet.
They haven't got it.
No, they ain't got it yet. They working on it.
But what I'm saying is that they don't have as many people reporting crimes. They've changed the definitions of certain crimes. So some things used to be reported as crimes, but we're not going to report
exactly.
that as felony. I mean, so St. Louis is still one of the most dangerous cities in the United States.
Like always.
So when you tell me what these numbers say, I don't care what they numbers say.
Always.
They don't have to report it.
So I think that they have to deal with crime. They have to deal with the housing issues, like these derelict homes, like in North St. Louis, and how North St. Louis, part of it looks like a war zone.
Yeah.
Part of it looks like bombed out Beirut or something.
Yeah, half a house.
And so you have to figure out a way to try to bring back these neighborhoods. Here's the problem in St. Louis, and then I got to...
No, we can talk about St. Louis all day.
Here's the problem in St. Louis. Since 1950, St. Louis has lost 63% of its population. St. Louis used to be a city of like almost 900,000 people. Now it's just about 300,000.
That's a lot of people gone.
Right? And so St. Louis is one of the 3 cities in the United States that's lost the most population.
They're all moving out to the county? In St. Louis City you're talking about.
No, they moving away, period.
Out of the city. Right.
That's lost St. Louis City.
Yeah.
It is one of the 3 cities. I think it's Gary, Indiana, Detroit, and St. Louis.
Yeah.
That's lost the most population in the entire United States.
Yeah.
Right? And so when you see these when you see the school district, that's where the population, the student enrollment is dramatically dropped, but still you've got these administrators they were paying all this money to with a school district that's probably
credit card
half the size, but they're paying the superintendent
almost $1 million,
$296,000
just to go away.
That they're paying them for a small school district.
Yeah.
And so then they hired their buddies to be deputy superintendent.
Man.
And more than 200,000. And hiring all these other people. And
Is
so
that how
it's just a big employment agency for officials, and they're really not
just throwing money away.
They're not doing what they need to do
like
for the kids.
Yeah.
This is all for officials, and officials are the ones who are benefiting, not the kids.
And they wonder why everything's failing because they're taking all the money and not putting it where it needs to go.
So the school system, obviously, they have to do something. But I don't, you have to try to make people want to live in the city.
Yeah.
You have to want to make people want to live in these neighborhoods. As long as you got the crime, you will not succeed at doing this. They're spending $500 million to redo the convention center. That's a waste of money.
Waste of money.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Think of all the conventions that decide not to come to St. Louis because of the crime.
Right, yeah.
They get run over.
But they feel like they make it look better. They'll come. No, you still got the crime.
And look at all the businesses that have left. You hear about big downtown, I think Peabody calls the latest one. But you hear about these big businesses that's leaving downtown.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's because of the crime in the city. And look at we don't even know about all the businesses that declined to come here.
Yeah.
And maybe St. Louis was in the top 10 running.
Yeah.
And then somebody got in a board meeting and said, we got the top 10 cities, and what's the top 3? And they said, we got so and St. Louis.
We can't be there.
They said, wait a minute.
We can't be there.
Say that again. and so those are, but if you don't solve the crime problem, nothing will get better.
Sure won't.
You won't keep people in the city.
Sure won't.
People will continue moving out of the city. Crime is the #1 problem, but officials don't treat it like that.
Yeah.
Officials want to talk about everything else. They had a news conference about crime a few weeks ago, but that's one of the few news conferences that they've had to tell you about all these numbers and how it was looking. I was at that news conference.
Trying to make it seem like it's doing good.
Said, well, but wait a minute. St. Louis is still considered the most dangerous city in the United States.
And that's sad.
That's the question I asked the chief and the mayor were both there. I said, but how is this improving if St. Louis is still one of the most dangerous cities in the United States?
And then we got a guy that's running it that ain't never lived here in St. Louis, Missouri a day in his life. The man from Baltimore.
Tracy, he's from Baltimore.
They brought a man from a whole nother state, don't know nothing about St. Louis, Missouri.
And his salary gets subsidized.
But yeah, so that's one of the problems. But they don't focus enough on the crime. They need to focus on the crime-filled neighborhoods. It's poor people that's suffering the most from this crime.
Yeah.
Their kids are getting killed the most.
Yeah.
And they worry the most about their kids being able to make it home from school safely.
Yeah.
And so what about trying to make the city safe? What about trying to make those parents feel like their kids can make it home safe and won't get killed on the streets of the city in their neighborhoods, or they won't get carjacked or something like that? What about start focusing on that, because they don't care.
They don't
and
care.
That's the problem. What you spend, like the Bible says, where your treasure is, where your heart is, so is your treasure, right? And so you will spend money on what you care about. This city has not cared about North St. Louis for 50 years or more.
That's a long time.
And that's how it got to be where it is, because for 50, 60 years or so, since the 1960s, they haven't cared about North St. Louis and the black community.
Yeah.
And that's how it got in a position that it is now. And that's why things are so bad, and that it's so much destruction there and so much crime is going on. If they had, and some other cities, I think, probably were more, Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
I went to Buffalo because their crime had dropped dramatically. Buffalo had 27 homicides last year. 27.
Good Lord.
And we had 140.
Yeah.
And so I did, while I was with Fox 2, I was looking at Buffalo, and they cut the numbers of homicide. They had African-American mayor up there, and they'd cut the homicide so much. I said, well, how did they do that? So I did a special investigation with Fox 2, and I went to Buffalo to see what they were doing and how they did it. And I sat down with the mayor, and one of the things he had done was he said, well, my approach was to go into the most hard-hit neighborhoods and deal with the problem of unemployment and the problem of poverty. And they built a big training center in the midst. They took an old abandoned factory and built a huge training center in the middle of the ghetto.
That makes sense.
And what they did, they went one step further. They went to the major corporations, right, and said, can you provide jobs for these people that we graduate from the training center? So the people weren't just going to the training center just for the help. They had a guaranteed job when they came out of the training program.
And if you got money, you're less prone to crime.
Yeah. You got something going on in life. Yeah, most
definitely.
That makes sense.
And so they set it up so that, and so what happened, people were clamoring to get into that training program because they know, hey, man, I can be a job. Most people don't want to be a dope dealer.
Hell no.
Most people, you know, there are some people who want to be criminals. I mean, it's like that movie, what is it, Goodfellas?
Yeah.
He said, all my life, I've always wanted to be a gangster.
Yeah, I know guys like that.
Glamorous.
So there are some, but
I know guys like that.
But the majority of people, they don't want to be criminals. I really do believe that.
Most definitely.
But, you know, that's not justifying criminals, but I'm saying the majority of people who are non-violent criminals, especially, if you give them an alternative, they'll take it.
Most definitely.
If you give them an option, they'll take it. Because there was a study made of the income from criminals. And they said by the time you analyze the risk and what they get paid,
tax-free money too.
What they get paid, the drug dealers are making like minimum wage. By the time you factor in
we can have that conversation all day.
You factor in all this stuff, and they say the drug dealers they be making minimum wage.
Mr. David, we can have that conversation all day long.
That's on part 2. You got to come back when you get some more time.
But anyway, I stayed
gotta
longer than I
planned.
I ended up still staying an hour.
Man,
I
appreciate you. Yeah,
I love you coming back.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Elliot Davis, St. Louis media legend over here in the building.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We got Artists United in the building. We got Chef Mark over there chefing it up.
Hello.
You got to grab you a plate, too, if you're hungry, Elliot. We'll be right back. Kick It Company, My City, My Music.
Away, Mr. David.
Sometimes I'm lost for words when I'm approaching you. And if you ain't by my side, what I'm supposed to do. So many y'all on my line, but girl, you know the truth. Can't none of these come close to you. You know that I love you. You know that I love you. You know that I love you. Can't none of these come close to you. Never did no capping, always showed you action. Pull up when you need me, I never did no acting. All them sweet memories up on your mattress. Make a movie like no camera action. I know I've been on the road, and they worry you. You think I'm out all on these, and I'm telling you, you ain't never gotta worry about that. 10 racks go buy a new bag, 20 racks go buy a new. just playing, you already stacked. You my little vibe, and you know it. Only girl I post on the story. Breakfast in bed in the morning. Whatever you need, I'm on it. You my little vibe, and you know it. Only girl I post on the story. Breakfast in bed in the morning. Whatever you need, I'm on it. Sometimes I'm lost for words when I'm approaching you. And if you ain't by my side, what I'm supposed to do. So many all on my line, but girl, you know the truth. Can't none of these come close to you. You know that I love you. You know that I love you. You know that I love you. Can't none of these come close to you. I fell in love with your vibe. What I'm supposed to do if you ain't by my side? It ain't that hard to choose when you one of a kind. Do my DM read them, ain't get no reply. I know you love the way that I no lie, I'm for you. Who gon' blow your mind like this dog do? I love to go deep. Sometimes I'm lost for words when I'm approaching you. And if you ain't by my side, what I'm supposed to do. So many all on my line, but girl, you know the truth. Can't none of these come close to you. You know that I love you. You know that I love you. You know that I love you. Can't none of these come close to you. Sometimes I'm lost for words when I'm approaching you. And if you ain't by my side, what I'm supposed to do. So many all on my line, but girl, you know the truth. Can't none of these close to you. You know that I love you. You know that I love you. You know that I love you. Can't none of these come close to you.
This is a highlight production.
Yo, it's following the beat. The freestyle king. Y'all flow nice, nigga mine's mean. Break the game for a slick, Harvey Weinstein. Many nights my stomach ache, I prayed for a meal. Y'all sitting in the dugout, I'm on the playing field. Block Thomas, can't be checked for the line of scrimmage. Y'all niggas Leon, only in it for the image. Laughing at me now, soon to cry later. Now that I'm on well-plugged refrigerator. Once a stray dog transformed into a beast. Got it tossed to the back burner, old grease. Smoking with the devil, planning, plotting, scheming. Digging out my body, throwing up, willing, beaming. Got it how I live, fuck being a nigga charity. When there's no sleep, it's hard to see clarity. Body shutting down, block was on the fight. Seen the bigger picture, other lost sight. Now I'm back. Better sound the alarm. Big dogs, you punks can't do me harm. I'm that guillotine. Falling on your throat, I'm that troll. Snacking on your goats, I'm that draft pick. Gotten overlooked, how your life finally stamped. Record book, born to lose, but I'm destined to be a winner. Real life street sweeper, certified sinner. Call me Shawn Michaels, kicking the switch in music. Swan spots by Nike, I just do it. Feeling like La Flippin' no folk, game over. I'm spitting that fire, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Smoking sessions in the dark, candlelight visual. Tapped into my inner God, swap a nigga spiritual. All about my paper, no Illuminati ritual. I am legend, you are just an individual. Smoking gas in the dark, candlelight visual. Tapped into my inner God, swap a nigga spiritual. All about my paper, no Illuminati ritual. I am legend, you are just an individual. Same clothes for 3 days, watch me get my grind on. Took too many jiggers, that's why a nigga mind gone. We're forced to go and get it too. I come from poverty, vote down, give it a play, execute it properly. We're lost and we're searching, so I walk some long miles. Seen some crazy shit, you think I'm living in the X-File. High to someone record, no lights, no water. People gave it 2 cents, never lent a quarter. Felt like a baby, constant getting slept on. Certified stepper, every track I touched, I stepped on. Addicted to the paper, they consider me a junkie. Even though I graduated, they consider
getting it in, my motherfuckers getting it in. From the streets to the pen, my motherfuckers getting it in. I tell you again, and I'ma grind and I'ma win. Getting them ends into the motherfucking end. And we getting it in, my motherfuckers getting it in. From the streets to the pen, my motherfuckers getting it in. I tell you again, and I'ma grind and I'ma win. Getting them ends into the motherfucking end. And we get it in, my motherfuckers get it in. From the streets to the pen, my motherfuckers getting it in. I tell you again, and I'ma grind and I'ma win. Getting them ends into the motherfucking end. Threw stacks in the wind when I was moving more than 10. Don't slacken, you win and stack your money at the end. New house, then the Benz, and look apart just to win. I told you again, I'm doing this shit to the end. I still use a pen, I'm jotting down where I've been. From city to city, rolling, smoking up the bins. Pulling plugs right in, that's how your motherfucking win. No cap at the end, I did this shit back then. My digital lead, it got me all up on her feet. I do as I please, but I do this shit with ease. She say it's a sin and still fuck me at the end. The birds and the bees and tried to fuck me for my ends. My swords made me win, I couldn't show you what it is. But I tell you again, I'm getting money to the end. My hair in the wind, open the roof once again. The truck of the Benz, I'm on the grind once again. And we get it in, my motherfuckers getting it in. From the streets to the pen, my motherfuckers getting it in. I tell you again, and I'ma grind and I'ma win. Getting them ends into the motherfucking end. And we get it in, my motherfuckers get it in. From the streets to the pen, my motherfuckers getting it in. I tell you again, and I'ma grind and I'ma win. Getting them ends into the motherfucking end. I'm bringing it in and blowing cheese like the wind. I'm loaded again, but didn't smoke it to the end. It went out again, I'm smoking loaded with my friend. On the zap and some hit, but I ain't drinking once again. It's free just to sin, but I ain't sinning once again. Trying to clean up my act, and I'ma do it to the end. I used to have friends, but now it's family to the end. But I still get money with my rounds who tied in. We gotta do better in the streets to get cheddar. Niggas coming home from the joint and do better. Chase up a check, chest play, and move better. Sell that shit in the story to whoever. Stay on point in the streets, it's a new level. It's ways to go up in the streets and do better. Stay on points in the streets and do better. It's ways to go up in the streets, it's a new level. And we get it in, my motherfuckers getting it in. From the streets to the pen, my motherfuckers getting it in. I tell you again, and I'ma grind and I'ma win. Getting them ends into the motherfucking end. And we get it in, my motherfuckers get it in. From the streets to the pen, my motherfuckers getting it in. I tell you again, and I'ma grind and I'ma win. Getting them ends into the motherfucking end.
That means I work the game, man. Yeah, I already know that's that Gillian Wallow right there, man. What you say? I mean, I work the game, man. Shout out to Wallow on there, man. Woo!
Cause I be clocking the ends, the groupies paging me constantly. Day in and day out, Silky getting juiced by skis as it's played out. Cause I'm a pimp, in other words, I keep the upper hand. And all the ladies be sweating me, even with they man. To make it simple, see I got clientele, but the other brothers get it from the cane they sell. But you know, that's state thing, and I do my thing. And hype makes the rhythm and beats to make the party swing. Cane was slanged in the past, it didn't last. Cause everywhere you go, 5 on ya. Yeah. Even after that, still continue to rap. Even though I'm out of the game, I still can feel a cap. Bust a rap, always strapped. Ladies sit on my lap, and I let you lick my thumb when my G's get stacked. Go. No need for cueing me. I'm the silk to the smooth, straight out of DSE. Northside, I dwell where my pockets will swell. And when you mention Silky's name, you think
Clientele. Clientele.
Clientele. Cobra like hot ice, also related to nice. Take a chance just like rolling the dice. Silk and hyper-nighted. The zone was twilighted. Others write it, some bite it just to get the crowd excited. Other suckers fear it, but ladies love to hear it. Shaking and baking and making it lyrics. What I mean, can't get hear it. Yo, hype, let the rhythm play. Jack, he say, she say. As long as we the brothers rocking G's every pay. They not a rough talking fellow. Smooth and calm, you know. The same voice pumping out of your stereo. Not on compilation, bust rhymes, my occupation, speculation, make it manifestation, no perpetration, portfolio. Nautica, suckers never bother the SYLK, a leader, not a follower. Silk be kicking facts, never fiction or fairy tales. Yo, hype, where we drop. Clientele. 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 I'm on a mission to always continue pimping. KO and suckers to increase my recognition. Cause I'll stand on top of mine, cause the rhymes combine with the hypes, funky rhythm and beats. Can you compete with the Ace, the Y, the PES, and OOV? You see, I be rocking the house. Yo, did I stutter G? Never claimed a color, not a buster, but hard as hell. Only thing the Silky Smooth be claiming is clientele. 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 Clientele.
Oh, hey, yeah. I'm so sorry. A man so smooth, but yet so cruel. He still don't know why he do what he do. Every woman misused, fight drug abuse. Whole bloodline, no, this ain't nothing new. Like Duck Goose, he sure to chase you. He give you his love, but then he's through. Put you back when he fueled you. Don't know that he losing you. Ain't nothing but the usual. It's deep in my roots. It's deep in my roots. Deep in my roots. I'm so sorry. Deep in my walk in my shoes. What we gon' do? Then maybe you can see why I do what I do. My dad did too. He watered my roots. Grandma always told you, don't love no fool. Try to tell you the truth. Don't wanna hurt you. Hearing all your friends say they disapprove. I'm so confused, cause I love them too. Just deep in my roots, my only excuse is deep in my roots. Deep in my roots. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Deep in my
weekend. We gon' hit the mall up. And it go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I feel Friday getting closer. We gon' kick it all night long. And we gon' kick it all night long. Yeah, we gon' kick it all night long. You know that we gon' kick it all night long. I can't wait till the weekend. It's Friday, my first class. Open my day with burst pass. Cause kicking it with my dogs, hanging out at the mall is all that's on my mind at the time. No worries about school. Forget about the homework I didn't do. So that extra credit, forget it. You ready? I'm ready, let's get it. If you with it on Sunday, it's ending. I can't wait till the weekend. We gon' hit the mall up. And it go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I feel Friday getting closer. We gon' kick it all night long. And we gon' kick it all night long. Yeah, we gon' kick it all night long. You know that we gon' kick it all night long. It's Saturday, I just got a call from my homeboys. They ready to hit the mall. So I'm swagged out to the max. We got a lot of bags. Everything we wanted, we grabbed. I'm ready to do this, to party and dance to the music. So that extra credit, forget it. You ready? I'm ready, let's get it. If you with it on Sunday, it's ending. I can't wait till the weekend. We gon' hit the mall up. And it go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I feel Friday getting closer. We gon' kick it all night long. And we gon' kick it all night long. Yeah, we gon' kick it all night long. You know that we gon' kick it all night long. I can't wait till the weekend. We gon' hit the mall up. And it go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I feel Friday getting closer. We gon' kick it all night long. And we gon' kick it all night long. Yeah, we gon' kick it all night long. You know that we gon' kick it all night long. I can't wait till the weekend. It's Sunday. I can't wait till the weekend.
You guys want to hear me rap?
Hey, yo, Fraxo. This the one. Numb to the pain and I ain't got no feels left on my blood, sweat, and tears and greater veil. You can't show no mercy or no love, especially when you outside in that field, cause that's that type of shit that'll get you killed. I lost London, it's been years and it still bring me chills. Gotta close my eyes to see them and when they open I wanna spin. Thug until I die and when I do it's with a bang and a grin. Don't cry, just ask God forgive my sin. I'm still in that deep end, baby, call me Ocean Slim. I pop it like Big Papa, Slim Don Dada, I gets it in. I'm just trying to get $1 and I get hate from many men. But I got that rocket in my pocket, bitch, I won't go like 50 Cent. Play like they won't smoke till we bending corners and dropping tents. And I talk Mac money, murder, cause I'm a gangster, that's how I live. I'ma choke off in that water, I don't want no Glockies. I got that fin and I got ice up in my veins, but I swear to God, I ain't got no chill. Hey, they gon' say I been tweaking, probably should go see a deacon. Lately my mind been on evil, been running the streets with a Rican and lil' baby decent. I make her lead, then I beat it, shorty get wet like a beach. She put my dick out and didn't have a seat. She know I want her, but a bitch I don't need. I play the cutter, I'm cutting up the streets, bitch, I am the block. I call the play, they popping shots, I can get your soldier drop. They twisting caps like soda pops, he claim he outside. Nigga, that's cap, I know you're not, cause I be outside. I'm running numbers and dropping ops. Numb to the pain and I ain't got no feels left. All my blood, sweat, and tears and greater veer. You can't show no mercy or no love, especially when you outside in that field, cause that's that type of shit that'll get you killed. I lost London, it's been years and it still bring me chills. Gotta close my eyes to see them, and when they open I wanna spin. Thug until I die, and when I do it's with a bang and a grin. Don't cry, just ask God forgive my sins.
You could be anywhere and say something.
I love my city, like for real, but it's like, man, it's like so much diversity and everything else between. It's just.
All right. Yeah, we're back in action. Woo! Shout out to our first guest. Now we're here in the second half of our show. We got some more all-stars in the building. It's the winners only. If you're a loser, you got to go to the other radio station. We only accept winners here.
Can I say one? This is our 6-year anniversary.
6-year anniversary.
6 years.
King Company. Myself and my cohorts over here.
We've been around each other this long. 6 years is a long. We've been around each other longer, but 6 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, we started in February of 2020 over on South Broadway.
They didn't hear what I said, y'all, so I'm gonna say it out loud. I've been dealing with Screaming Eagle and Pink Nipples for the last 6 years.
Y'all be Screaming Eagle. 6 Flags.
Screaming Eagle and Pink Nipples.
That's fucked up.
She said 6 Flags at the studio.
That mama called me Screaming Eagle.
Mr. 6 Flags.
You know what I'm saying, Brody? Damn.
He's a mask guy.
Screaming Eagle and Pink Nipples. These my boys.
That is new.
They be trying to get on me though, y'all. They be trying to get on me.
I just want to say, I was in the audience, guys. You guys did a fantastic interview. That was awesome. Congratulations on that big legend, Elliot Davis. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, you ain't even lying. Then you walked in here, I'm like, damn, what the fuck is it? 2:11 today? 2 day around this motherfucking shit all day long.
That was awesome, guys.
Damn real. We got this Dustin, y'all. Artists United.
So we
we
got Dustin back, and he was Dustin. You guys were back there checking out our 5-year anniversary fire. And welcome back again. You're in the. I'm like, hey man, do some commercials. You were here last Sunday on Justin's show. So and then once you're in with Mycitymymusic, we got you, man. So you ain't got to worry about that, man. Once you're in, and that's what we said. I'd rather work with you than against you, right? Let's team up. You need an interview. You got something going on.
Just to know the struggle. Just to know the struggle.
Good to the last drop.
Just to know the struggle, baby.
Hey man, a little barbecue on there. Hey man. Hey, try to make $1 out of 15 cents. Balling on a budget over here. Oh man. So
if somebody was talking about taking me out, blame it on him because I ain't going now.
Yeah. So right on. So we're back. We got Dustin over there, man. Welcome back. Appreciate he said, hey, you want a commercial? Like, bam, let's do that. And shout out to your promotion too. So you're leveling up over there, Mr. Video Game. Level Up was last year's mission. Now this is Extra Life. We call this Extra Life. I forgot that sound effect.
Y'all came on our show?
That's the one up.
I came on your show twice now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is my third time on your show.
Yeah, we were here 2024 for the anniversary.
Yeah.
I had a suit on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Suit, man.
I'm a 3-timer here, guys. I'm a 3-timer.
Yeah. Well, come back anytime. There we go.
Where the stars are born.
And then we got the chef. This is your second time, third time here.
Third time.
Third time's a charm over there.
Right there.
Chef, we met him through Queen on her show. Shout out to Gloves Off, man. Another one of our great programming.
Gloves Off.
Oh yeah, we got the choppers in the building. I don't have any motorcycle sound effects. Tune in to our next show. We got it going on. We got Keenan over there, Mr. Puerto Rican baseball player. He's signing up for the Cardinals.
Yes.
All right. If anybody here can name 3 Cardinals players right now.
Current?
Now?
Current?
Right this day.
I have no idea.
Jordan Walker.
No, you can't say
No, currently.
Well, he's between. He's up and down. He's
in the minors right now.
Yeah,
okay, we'll say 5. We'll say 5. You can't say Mason Wynn either.
I can't name
you can't say
none of
Mason
motherfuckers.
Wynn.
I ain't
I can't say his first name. Hader. He's on there.
Who?
Hader. Brendan Hader.
Hader, I never heard of that guy.
Yeah, he's on. He
sounds like
back.
a player for the Cardinals.
He came back.
I actually don't know nobody.
I never heard of him. That's what I'm saying. Is Newbar still here?
Yes.
Yeah, he's still here.
Orlando got traded.
They got rid of old boy.
Orlando. He got traded.
The one white dude with the long hair. They got rid of Donovan. They got rid of
Donovan.
Brandon Donovan. They got rid of him.
I'm not saying who we used to have. Who's currently on?
I'm telling you, we ain't got no damn body. We got to get somebody.
Next topic. So we were running quick. Yeah, shout out to so culture. And this is why you get super props, man. I hit you up like 2 days ago. I'm like, bro, it's the anniversary. You know, a couple plates or something we can get off you. He's like, yeah.
Hey, of course.
And then he's like, man, what do you want? I'm like, just whatever you got, man. I trust your judgment. Oh, shout out to Chef Mark over here feeding these hungry bellies.
Thank you. 6 years
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Appreciate it.
That's why we're called starving artists. And then see, like Elliot Davis said, if we had better jobs, we could afford to buy food, and we wouldn't be robbing people for their tacos. And our crime rate would be down.
You got to work for everything.
Yeah.
Nothing is given to you in this world.
So,
you got to work for everything.
Yeah, you just got a big another extra life for you too. You got a pretty big contract too coming up for a concert.
I got we got the new Shanti concert coming up next Friday. Valentine's Day. Yin Yang Twins. Boosie just signed up.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
We
Boosie
got
wanna
Plies.
come to Luke, huh? He want to come to Luke, huh?
Oh, yeah, well, he love the Luke.
Yeah, I know that. You want to come to Luke.
Plies.
His brother's
Plies
just here, too.
Trey Songz.
Okay.
Trey Songz got it going on there. And a couple more. I'm pretty sure Nelly gonna show up.
He gonna try to slide his face on it.
Ashanti the headline.
Yeah, he gonna slide his face on it. Ain't nobody gonna take your gal, nigga. Good Lord.
See the headline.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's gonna go down.
Nobody can take his gal.
And also Sundays, we got all you can eat food, all you can drink mimosas. We got a band. We got poetry hosts and everything. It's just $25. And we're gonna start up on the first Sundays and the third Sundays.
Oh, okay.
In March.
Okay. You can start up anew. You can start. Okay.
Two times a week.
Two times a month.
One time. It's like 2 times a month.
2 times a month. Instead of a week.
Let me go and double my money up through the month, then. Real talk.
I mean, it's not about the money. It's about feeding the people.
Yeah,
that too.
They got to turn people away.
If you don't want to really look at it and think about it, where can you get all you can eat and all you can drink mimosa and a band for $25?
It's about the money. It's about the money.
He does it because he loves to do it. If it was about the
But it's
money, he
still
would
about
charge
the money.
charge more. If it was about the money, he would charge more.
Yeah, what I'm
Well,
saying.
hell, he just showed you because he went from once a month to 2 times a month.
Yeah, because the request.
Yeah.
So heavy.
Supply and demand.
When you got to turn people around, we
Most
don't like to do
definitely.
that. So that's why we're gonna jump into
Most
it.
definitely.
That's the reason. And like I said, you can get a dinner for you and your mate or spouse, which it's gonna be over $25.
Most definitely.
And that's just a plate.
All day
So
long.
now you get to eat all day. You still get some fish, chicken, shrimp.
Whatever.
Everything is on the buffet.
Okay.
Fair deal.
And we take care of our people and they love us.
Well, we're going to go home feeling like I feel right now.
And entertainment too.
Yeah, that's what I say. You got entertainment too?
That's why I said that's the stand.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and take me a nap.
So we got straight out of the USS Keenan, we got NASA over there.
Everybody got
NASA now.
spaceships.
I gotta get her out, baby. How y'all doing out there?
Most definitely. That's just
what
that. What is he drinking over there? What's in that water bottle?
That's vitamin water.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a good shit.
Yeah.
That's homemade vitamin water.
Lord.
With real vitamins.
Oh my.
No added colors or flavors.
Oh, wow, crushed in.
I had all the yellow dye, man. That's why I'm like, I ate yellow dye for breakfast, man.
It's the red.
And paint. I like to eat red dye for breakfast.
The red dye.
It goes well with I dip my paint chips in it.
Oh,
You ever try that? Allegedly. All right, next question. All right, let's move along here. Okay, so we got you.
I'm doing some of that sparkling water.
Sparkling water.
I do sparkling water.
We got 5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes. We're gonna do this super fast. So yeah, tell us. So let's see. You said you were just on Jessica's show. What else is going on in the future? Future works coming up.
22nd of March, we have a improv workshop, actors workshop. We're going to give out headshots, feed people, and there's going to be like a whole 4-hour course of some acting. And so anyway, this will be on March 22nd, Sunday. You can sign up on the RG9network.com. So check out there, yeah. So.
Hey Dustin, you know what I done learned? You know what
He said feed people. There you go.
You know what I done peeped out? You actually is putting your feet in the right thing, because a lot of these rappers who can't make it, they want to be actors now.
Oh. Okay.
Rappers.
I'm just calling it what I see. When they ain't making it, they go to acting.
Hold on. They don't even remember their own song lyrics. How are they going to know their acting roles?
No,
you cannot play your CD in the background when you're on
that ring. I sit back and I look at all these people around saying, see what they doing. And when they not making no noise, they go to acting. Everybody want to be an actor now.
Right. Well, you got to make those commercials to sell merchandise. Yeah, make some money.
Start off small.
Yeah.
It is.
That's great.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I do commercials for a living. I work for the station where Elliot worked at, and so I do the commercial producer. So I actually just did a couple commercials. I put Keaton in it, put people. So if I got something, you let me know. I'll put you guys in something if it comes up.
Dustin, if you doing that on the street, how much you be charging? How much would you charge somebody?
Well, I get paid salary.
No, I know that, but I'm talking about if you was to shoot somebody a commercial on the street, how much would you charge somebody?
Back in 2008, when I used to have my own video production business, I used to charge like $9.50 a commercial.
Are you for real? Yeah. And I'm simply trying to charge somebody $200 to do a commercial for them.
Yeah.
So I'm showing hella love, huh?
You are, yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
That's why you ask, because if you don't ask, you would never find out. Yeah. That's what's up. I'm glad you told me that, bro.
Yeah, but that was like back in 2008, so you got to put an inflation in there.
Yeah, it's about a couple of grand now.
Maybe you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right.
Good. Yeah, well, we gotta appreciate you guys. Any last minutes? You got the film or the what's it called? The acting class?
The acting class on 22nd, and the late night digs. I'm working on the set right now. I stopped my construction this morning and came here to be here for the sixth anniversary. Okay. So that new show should be launching in April. So yeah.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
And you're gonna be a guest, and you're gonna be a guest, and you're gonna be a guest. You're gonna be a guest. Yeah.
I'll bring the food.
And you get to be a guest, and you get to be a guest.
Gotta be that Oprah.
Yeah, gotta do Oprah.
Oh man. All right. Awesome.
I want to come to that class.
It's on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay my money and then not show.
She needs to go to church.
You need some acting classes?
Oh, you don't have to pay till you show up. So there's no prepay or anything. So you pay.
All right. Well, we're out of here. We got TVG up next. Who we got over there?
Yeah, I got y'all girl, Gina Wade. That's Gina 2 times. Yes.
And what else you got to say?
I'm not going to say nothing about y'all. I already said screaming with pink nipples. It's our anniversary.
Hey.
I've been dealing with them for years, y'all.
All right. Dust, one more time. Where they find you? Where you at? Where you be?
RG9network.com. Yes.
All right, it's United right there on the wall of fame over there.
It's United.
Mark in the
Yes. KJ's on Broadway, 5300 North Broadway, 6314.
That's the hiccup.
Come get the best you can and enjoy. 40 and older though.
40 and older, I heard that, bro.
We went up.
But do
not 39 and a half.
40-year-olds act the fool too, though.
Yeah, every age act the fool.
You talking about the 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah, that one.
I want to find one of those, man. Any 40-year-old virgins out there? I want to find them.
60 years something.
Man, I'm telling you that day party I went to yesterday, and they do that every time. Baby, that was the best party ever with the 67.
Keenan, where you at? Straight out the solar system there.
Hell, y'all can find me anywhere. Facebook, Keenan Sargent. All my social medias, you can find me at Dude Level 92. Performing a lot, acting a lot. I'm definitely gonna be with Dustin Diggs during the acting improv classes. So yeah, get with your boy.
Do you have any extra rubber gloves I can borrow?
I can find some.
I hear you do exams.
Yeah. I heard some things. Yes.
All day.
You have your medical license, sir? I'm gonna have to review that first.
I made one.
You made it. I made it on Photoshop. Hot damn there. We gotta get the hell out of here. We're out of here.
In the building.
Oh yeah, I forgot it. Oh yeah, I forgot me.
And go get the other 19 albums.
Ew! Justin, kick it. Justin, kick it. My city, mommy.
Real rappers don't go to actors.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, also kick it. Mycitymymusic, Kick It Company. Check out one of our great shows on the wall. Get your own great show on the wall. Are you a local business? Are you a local media company? Are you worldwide? Get heard. Mycitymymusicradio@gmail.com. Mycitymymusicradio@gmail.com. Come here and sit at the table. Be great or be average like some other people. See y'all next week. Gloves off with TBG's up next.
Stopping it for the love and was all about the steaks and pork chops, MTV cribs and whose beef is hot. Forget cock and slop when you can roll over those battle ducks in a ring 4x4 Cadillac truck. Dedicated heads, the underground is dead. In the video, shit's judged how high and great. Much useless rap gets stacked on the plate, so I switched to after parties, tapes, and tour dates. Signing the contract is missing like Section 8. Still blinking up the blind, you and steal your mate. Got your neighborhood bumping like an old school tape. Getting you to believe it while I wait my turn. Buying 22-inch ties with